small one in the front.
I mean, the best boy over there on display. All right, on the count of 3, boys in the seat, put somewhere in 1.
Let me get Larry.
Put him down, please.
Let me get him.
Okay. Yeah, he ain't playing. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.
Sweet girl.
Okay, everybody. Now,
Huh?
go get your shoes and stuff.
Can you what?
Okay?
Can we go treat now?
Can you have a treat now? Oh my, look at you.
That's so nasty for the 10 frame. I got you though. I got you.
I'm not putting my fingers in that hole breaking my nails. How
Babe,
far can I go up? How far?
to the slick part. Go again.
I ain't breaking no nails.
Go again. You got one more turn.
I know.
Yeah.
Good morning, family. Here I am. Good morning. Don't mind me looking like the cast from The Walking Dead. Y'all know how we do. What time is it? It's only 6:28 a.m. I mean, if you really care. And I'm just trying to make me a cup of coffee. You see my eye? I know y'all probably like, Sharon, don't talk to us about that eye after we done told your fool tail to go on to the doctor and you canceled your appointment because you started feeling better. It's not doing what it was doing then. I just woke up this morning and it was just watery. Like watery and puffy. Like pink eye kind of sort of. I mean, I can see out the eyes just draining or something. I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, I just got up. Wanted to have a sit down chitty chat with y'all. But first coffee. Oh my god, you know what? I forgot my maid's upstairs. I really don't feel like going back up there. But if I don't, then I'm gonna be off schedule, and then that's a whole thing. Hold on, y'all. Actually, you know what? Let's do this coffee first. Let's do this. Sit here for me. And let me just pour a little bit of that in there. Not a lot. And clean up my coffee mess. Right here. I don't like Keurigs. I'm just convinced that I don't. It's just no getting around it for me. I think I have been the full 12-cup coffee pot lady for so long that I didn't make this coffee mug, in case you care. But I will be making some big ones like this whenever I can find them. Can't find any super huge ones. All right, let me. Can y'all see me now? Can you see me now, Martha? Let me close. That fish tank sounds mighty loud. Hold up. Oh, it's the wave maker. I'm like, wait a minute. Now that thing sounds pretty darn loud. Y'all, it is raining outside. Like, oh, look at this eye. I think that's the pink eye coming. Or just irritate. That damn mascara. Went to bed with my makeup on last night. I guarantee you that that's why this is doing that. You always diagnose. Leave me alone. Let me slide my table closer. Give y'all a little better scenery. Friday the 13th, girl. Y'all, let me show y'all my gifts that Meeks and my grandbabies got me. Meeks and Quan and my grandbabies. First, let me show y'all what they got me. Well, first of all, they got me this beautiful card with this beautiful black queen on it. So heartfelt. So heartfelt. It's just everything me. Let me just make sure I sit that over there. Everything me. So, and y'all know I love a good gift bag, girl. You can just give me a bag and some tissue paper and I'm gonna be excited about it. But look at this bag, it's just so pretty. I love a freaking package. Gift bag package, pink tissue paper. Oh my God, I love it. Look at her, girl. She got her some California roots, pink Moscato. Okay, we'll pop that together. Me and you. Me and you, sis. We're gonna pop it together, okay? And then this cute bag, so cute, pink. It's just so me, so girly. I love my kids, bro. I love them. She got me. Oh, I should have put this on for now, honey. This is a pajama set. A pink pajama set. She know her mama love pink, honey. And I think you get the shorts and the button-up shirt, and then a face mask. I don't know how short the shorts are, but I'm just saying that is too cute. That is so me. Anything sleep lounge, get in the bed. Yep, it's time. It's me. She got me a coffee mug that says, "Mama needs more coffee." Ain't that just as cute? That is just as cute. With white inside. I love it. Definitely goes together. Who says you had to have coffee in your coffee mug. Who said that? I don't remember nobody putting that out of the room. So there you go there. Then she got me these glasses that says one of my favorite sayings. I cracked up when I saw these glasses. She was like, where have I heard that from? I said, honey, you know I'm the queen of knowing it. It says, I'll drink to that, is what the glass say. Both of them. Yeah, I'll drink to that. And she was like, Mom, they kind of look like soda cans, like glass soda cans almost. Can you see that? The way the rim's made. Anyway, she was like, Mom, where have I heard that at before too, right? I said, you don't remember I'll drink to that. Do y'all remember on Good Times when Thelma felt like the family drank too much because the cousin was an alcoholic that came to visit for Christmas, and every time James or Florida would say something, Lona would say, and I'll drink to that. It was aggravating Thelma because Thelma felt like they was drunks. She said, and I'll drink to that. Girl, when I saw that on this glass, that is so nostalgic, honey. And y'all know I love me some Good Times. What is that on my hand, honey? Oh, coffee. Let me get that off. They're looking like something else. Hold up. I don't want to touching my coffee. For them and for Ron. I have to wipe Ron mouth sometime too, because he's just a messy eater. And then last but not least, they got me a aloe bergamot candle in mint green. So spring. This is just so spring vibe. Like, I'm getting all my spring feels. Like, all my spring feels is coming through right now. All the spring feels, honey. All the spring feels. Okay? So today is that I'm filming this video, which is Saturday morning. It's officially Red's birthday today. And then of course mine is on, on Monday. And so we're supposed to be leaving this morning, since we didn't leave yesterday because of the live and everything. We're actually supposed to be getting in the car this morning at 7 o'clock. And what I said was like 6 something. And hitting the road to go to Charleston. And y'all, I'm just not in the mood. I don't, how can I say this? Like, first of all, let's just talk about the live, and then I'll come back to that. But I just want to say thank you. I mean, that's really the biggest thing I can say is thank you. Thank y'all for showing up for my children. Let me say, not child, children in general. Because she was the first more private one. But y'all come through for Minx before. Y'all bless baby Solar with so many amazing things to start his life. And most recently, I think this, not taking anything away from Minx's situation whatsoever, because she's, you know, my baby girl, but not taking anything away from her situation, you know, and the fact that she ended up in a really bad place, you know, as a result of Quan not really getting his act together, but has sense, because people can change. People can change, and people will change if they want to. And Quan has done a 360, okay? I can't be more proud of a person than I am him. He did a 360, and so I don't want to take anything from her situation, but again, like she said in the live, she did that herself. Like, she set that up. She knew she was in need. I'm at my wit's end. Mama, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. I'm just so prideful. No, I don't want people in our business. Let me figure out how I can, just all of that. But yesterday's live and the situation that we've been dealing with for months, and it's actually been probably a little bit longer than we've given you. And we were trying, well, I wanted my daughter to, if she wanted to speak at that time initially, because before I cut the camera on, Red was like, how are we gonna do this? And I told him, I said, as authentic as I film all my videos, I said, I'm gonna turn the camera on, I'm gonna introduce my family to what is happening. I said, and from there, y'all chime in as y'all need to. We don't need a script for something that literally is killing me. It's killing me. Like, you just don't understand. I said, no script needed. I'm going to push this button, and once it gets started, and it's just real life, period. So, yeah, for her to, as shy and meek and humble as she is, to decide that, you know, yeah, I do want to get on camera and talk, you know, a little bit or whatever, but we pretty much, we held it down for her, because that's what we do. We gave you the spiel of where it's been, what was going on, and we left a lot out. And reason being we left a lot out is because I know he has family that watches our videos, my videos rather, anyway. I know he does, okay? And for legal reasons outside of what is public information and information that I knew I could share, I went ahead and shared it. But there's some legal stuff that I could have said, we could have said. And it's crazy how my kids are so in tune with me. Like, they knew I could have went there, and they would have just followed suit. They would have just followed right behind their mama with conversation. But I had to, as a mom and as a person who wants to do things right, I decided, you know what, I'm going to give them this, but I'm going to say this, because I don't know if this thing is going to go to court. Well, I'm sure it will eventually go to court, because, you know, you got people talking about splitting kids up and just being real foolish and doing the most, you know. And I'm going to tell you, once again, thank y'all. Just first and foremost, thank you for so many things, okay? I say this all the time. You guys always emailing and telling me how much, you know, you thank me for showing up and how I helped you through your day. And, you know, the spiel we go through about every other month that I tell y'all. But listen, I don't show up here. I don't show up here just to be showing up here. I show up here because I'm needed to show up here, even when I don't feel like showing up here, okay? I imagine you guys, maybe not to the extent, but I imagine you guys being a person like Shane. Lonely, going through something, sad, don't really want to talk to a person about it, but you just have that one person or two that you can just sit and look at that'll temporarily take your mind off of whatever it is you're dealing with. And I'm that person for you. Auntie is that person for you. So rather I want to show up, pull myself out of bed because I'm dealing with, you know, a heartache, because my daughter's heart is aching. I do it anyway, because just like we said, it takes a village to raise a child. So even if I'm your aunt, you my sister, cousin, whatever the case is, if you're going through something, then I got to get up out of my slumber and come and be here for you as well, right? And I know somebody's saying, well, Sharon, who's going to be there for you? Who's going to be there for you? Well, let me just tell you this before, because I'm all over the place right now, child. This is fresh, brand new morning talk. Ain't even brushed my teeth yet, but drinking coffee, because it tastes better without toothpaste. As soon as Red came, I was upstairs actually talking to Ron about the birthday. And I was explaining to him that, you know, I really didn't even care to go anywhere at this point. And I could tell he looked so disappointed. Because mind you, Ron took off work 5 days to celebrate with me. 5 days. which he needed anyway, because this man, he don't take time off work. He needed it anyway, birthday aside. But anyway, the look on his face was so disappointing that it just ate my soul alive. Just looking at him, look at me like, what? He said, I thought that everybody was coming over today. I knew Friday was off the table because we were going to do the live for Shane. He said, but you're still saying you don't want to do nothing? Like, Sharon, come on, let's get in the car Saturday and get the hell out of here. Like, let's go. What you point into it, even if you don't want to go to Charleston at this point, point in one direction, and that is the direction I'm driving in. And when we get there, we're there. And I felt so bad that I felt bad. And I know we shouldn't feel bad when we just don't want to do certain things, or we're just not in the mood, or we don't have the energy. I just hate that we have to apologize for that, you know? But anyway, I just want to say thank y'all for the 100th time from the depths of my soul for coming to my daughter's aid. I had exhausted myself. I had exhausted my account. Ron has helped. I mean, you know, we have things that we have to do. And we work together as a team. And so I was seeing a depletion. And I'm funny about my monies, okay? So when they get down to a certain level, I go into panic mode from just that alone. Like, I start having anxiety attacks and labored breathing and what is happening, and calling the bank teller, want just to hear her voice, and I need her to comfort me like a baby on the phone, for what, I don't know, but just, I don't know. So, literally though, all jokes aside, seriously dwindled my account down. I'm talking down, because things needed to get done, and getting taken care of, you know? And I'm not complaining about it, because I would do it again 1 million more times. But it does piss you off. It does piss you off when you have a man that is supposed to be doing all those things for you. You know, your family is supposed to be an addition or a bonus to you when you say I do to him. They supposed to just come in for the cookouts and the dinners and the movie nights and the, hey, y'all come over here, let's have a kickback. That's what they for. Because, you know, we married. We go through our stuff or whatever the case is, but at the end of the day, honey, we married. You know, call up my mom or my sister, hey girl, how you doing? Come over here and have a cup of coffee with me. Hey sis, what you doing? Y'all busy? Bring the kids. Come on over here, let's drink some wine and chit chat. That's how it's supposed to be. Not a phone call I answer and all I hear is screaming and no words being said, and I don't know what the hell is going on, except that I need to find my keys and the bag and get the hell out of Dodge, and really don't even know which way to go, but I know I need to go. You know, you understand what I'm saying? That's too much for me. That's too much for me, and I can't handle it. I can't handle it. I am that person who will reach that fine line, that thin line that they say if you look over it, you're done. There's no coming back from it. I'm that person. I know me. I have zero control. And not because I'm a Billy Badass or anything. It's just how my brain is wired from watching my dad abuse my mom coming up. I just developed this thing within inside of me as a 4 or 5 year old child that knew even that's not right. And so as I grew up, I knew anything that looked like, sounded like, smelled like something that my dad would have done to my mom that was a trigger for me, it would send me over the edge, and there was no coming back from that, which is why I have been blessed. I really and truly believe God has not sent me a man at any point in my life that thought for a second. I'm talking even younger years, because you know when you're younger, for some reason, girls think that shit is cute. That their little high school boyfriends, you know, beat on them, and that's how he showed me love, and he cut up and blah, blah, blah. I was never, never given that person in my life. But I will tell you this, though, and it took that one time to happen. Belle's dad, the one who you guys helped, her dad, because we were high school sweethearts, he had gotten injured, I think it was. I don't know. Anyway, he was on crutches. And the way that school was set up was we had pods. And so there were different buildings. It wasn't one just big school, right? So there were different buildings that you go to, and you might have Spanish class down here on this end of the campus, and math might be your next class, and it's all the way on the other end of the other campus. So you had to book it to get from one class to the other, which I never knew why, if you set up a person's schedule, why not schedule all that shit right here together so we could just class hop. Anyway, he got to leave class early, of course, because of the crutches, right? Now, let's just be real. Daryl, we cool today. Like, if he called me right now and said, Sharon, you know what, girl? I'm down on my luck. I need $200. I cash app him right now. No questions asked. We are cool. He a good dude. You know what I'm saying? He a good dude. We were just young, dumb, in love, and then created a beautiful, actually we created 2 beautiful daughters. And Belle is a product of one of those daughters. And of course, my other child is in heaven as well. Anywho, one day I'll get the nerve up to share how that went. That story went. But I can't right now. Anyway, he was a little crazy. So, you know what I'm saying? He grew up in the projects or whatever. You know, little thug boy. And I'm a little city girl. And anyway, so I get to the locker. And he's already there. And he's fumbling with the locker. Trying to, you know, get his locker out. So this guy that was in my gym class came up to me, and he didn't even hear the conversation because he was too busy trying to get them crutches together and get his books and stuff. He just saw the guy hand me something, because the way the lockers were set up in like rows, he could see me and he could see like the guy's hands like this. And so when the guy put the book in my hand, that's all he saw. And the guy was actually giving me a book to give to his girlfriend because he was on his way home. Why did Belle Daddy Daryl think that that was something and tried to make it into something? And he popped me. Not super hard, but hard enough that it caused a chain reaction. He popped me on my shoulder with a crutch. Like, boop. Lord, I thought I had done joined the army or somewhere. I was in the military, and it was wartime. It was time to damn go to war. I turned around, and I still got this book that this boy wanted me to give to his girlfriend in my hand. First thing I did was I took the book and just bashed him across the face with it, straight down the face. Wham! And it was one of those like thick history books, the thick ones with his head. It's got some girth to it. Which threw him off his balance because you're on crutches. When I picked that crutch, the very first crutch that fell in my direction, I picked that crutch up and I wore his ass out. By this time, the bell has rang and now people are changing classes. So the teachers are coming out in the hallway to monitor, you know, kids exchanging, ain't nobody getting in trouble. Only to come out and find this black girl on top of this crippled black man beating the dog crap out of him with a crutch. That's all they called. They didn't see what led up to that. That was the last time that ever happened. That a man ever thought for a second, even if he was playing, but I knew he wasn't playing that day, for a second, that I never get chosen. That's what I'm telling you, as a female. I never get chosen. I have so many girlfriends. I know so many women that those types of men target. And they get them, and they be with them, and they fight 24/7, and they break up, and they come back, and somebody might die, somebody might get shot, stabbed. I've seen it. I never, ever, ever meet them type of men. I think God knows. Yep, she'll be one that definitely will go to jail or either end up dead, because she'll try to kill him and he'll have to kill her. I said that to say this, though. Well, I do thank y'all sincerely, again, from the bottom of my heart, for hearing our story. A story that I kept so personal, and just that it was turmoil on the inside of me. And I told y'all, I don't have a lot of people that I converse with, talk to, share things with. I just don't. And there may be trust issues or whatever. I just don't, because you never know someone's intentions. Something coming back later that you said in private. I done been bit by that bug before. So I think for me, it's, y'all, this thing, I swear, Ron and his smart house has sure enough turned into Ron and the dumb house. Because this thing now do whatever it wants to do. The motion thing is sitting right in front of me. So how you don't know I ain't in this room? I ain't that still talking. Stupid. Just gonna turn the damn lights out. Anywho, lost my train of thought fooling around with that thing. But yeah, so again, thank y'all so much for coming through for her. Now the plan now is, I'm kind of all over the place, and I'll probably circle back around to whatever it was I was about to say. Yeah, I told y'all I don't really have people that I confide in other than my daughters, right? On some real ish. It's them, like they are my best friends, and then of course best friend. I tell when we talk, because you know when you fall in love, so when you fall in love with him or whatever, you know your friends kind of got to take the wayside until it ain't as new no more. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that, because that was me as well. You don't want to be bothered with nobody, honey, when you in that in love phase, right? So it's all good. But I got best friend. I can call best friend right now and shoot the breeze with her. Now, her birthday was March the 1st. And I think this is the weekend that she's going to be doing something. In fact, did she say she was going to Charleston too? I don't know. I might call her when I get off this live and be like, rise and shine. 'Cause we used to do this every Saturday. That was our thing. Early morning chats and coffee on the phone, okay? Anyway, God, I am literally, this video is, y'all gonna be like, what in the world? Keep up, y'all. Y'all know how I am, and it's early, too. But, yep, lost my train of thought again. We'll circle back. So, I said that to say, I don't meet those type of men. I never have. And I was sharing with the girls in the Secret Society last night when I went live for a little while with them that I find men, and I think sometimes men may try to see if you are that type of woman or not, but when that same energy is met back, then they realize, nah, it ain't her. Because that's the type of person I am. Whatever energy you give me, I'm giving it back to you. So we matching the energies, and you know, you all the way up here, I'm gonna be all the way up here too. Like, it ain't gonna be no you here and I'm here. No, I'm gonna match your energy, right? Because if it's gotta be even like that, that means you on some power trip type stuff anyway. For it to even be a situation where I feel like I gotta match your energy because you trying to prove to me that you are such an alpha. A real alpha will never have to prove that he is an alpha. He will walk in a room and the room will know that's an alpha. He ain't got to do nothing. He ain't got to say nothing. It's his way, the way he moved, the way he looked, just his charisma, his stance. You know, you just know when there is an alpha in the room. I ain't talking about the ones who got to be so loud and heard and ain't saying nothing but looking like a fool with them colorful church coats and suits on. Child, go somewhere and sit down. You ain't nobody's alpha. You look more like a pimp than the alpha than anything to me. Okay, so go over there and sit down somewhere with them shiny shoes on. Try to tell somebody what to do. You ain't nobody's alpha. Okay? But a real alpha, you know him when you see him, right? Now, i.e. Ron. Ron's a real alpha. He is a whole alpha. And let me tell you how you know you have an alpha. Even if you are the most rebellious, non-submissive woman ever created on this earth, like I was. But the only reason for that was because I didn't have a reason to be, right? And like I told my girls in the secret society, I ain't following a fool nowhere. Like, a fool can't lead me nowhere. If I'm going to go somewhere, it's going to be on my own foolish behavior. You understand what I'm saying? You're not going to tell me you are the head of the house and I follow you down a dark path for you to get us both killed. It ain't happening, sir. I'm running so that I can go tell the damn story. Now, when you have a real alpha male, you don't even ask no questions because you know. You trust him. He makes you feel safe. He protects you. Everything that is done for you, because of you, first for you. That's how you know you have a real alpha. No, I'm not walking in until you come. No, hold up. Let me grab your hand. No, you walk on this side. And it's not in a, I may tell you what to do type of way. It's a protection thing, which is what I feel like most women want. And a lot of us harden ourselves, right? We harden ourselves because we lack that. And so we feel like we have to make that up because we don't have that male counterpart to do it for us. Or vice versa. I don't want to exclude anybody's sexuality. The dominant one, I should say. Right? So yeah. An alpha is an alpha, and you know he's an alpha when you see one. I ain't talking about these imposters. Now, we got a lot of imposter alphas walking around here. And son-in-law was definitely an imposter. Okay? He was pretty damn good at fooling us all into thinking he was, and I'm not to even take nothing from this man. And again, let me say this too from the live. And for if his family, if that caught the live, watched the live, shared the live, whatever the case is, it was never our goal to get on live and trash him to nothing. Okay, that wasn't the goal. The whole purpose of the live was to tell my daughter's side of the story, which she is entitled to tell from the top of the mountains across to the next highest mountain if she wants to. That's her right. That's her experience. That's her story. Now, if it makes him look a certain type of way within her story, oh so well, then that's just what it is because you are part of the story. And if you don't feel like you fit the narrative of her story, then tell your own damn story. Okay? I'm sure you got a story to tell because she ain't been an angel all her relationship with you either, and we're not doubting that. That was never the thing in question, right? What was in question was the fact that you decided we went through a separation a couple years back, right? This is when I was in the second penthouse, not the dungeon penthouse, but I was at the second penthouse where there was no patio. It was like a sunroom, whatever. Around that era, okay, they went through a separation. I'm gonna go stay with my mama, you stay with your mama, and we just gonna date while married, right? To just relearn each other all over again. And I was game for that because I am team try to make the marriage work. If it can work, make it work. If it can't, it can't. Be done with it. Don't hang around. Don't let it just dingle-dangle over your head, draining you. Just go on, cut the cord and go, right? If it's going to be, it is, and if it ain't, it ain't. Period. Now, So I'm all for a working marriage. And I told her then, I said, I think that's a great idea. And it worked out for a little while. He would come over, he would visit, he would leave at a respectful hour after he played with the kids. And sometimes he would come and pick her up and they would go out, you know, spend the day out together. And then he would bring her back home and she was loving it, loving it. She'd go in the guest bedroom and tell me all about their little day. And I'd go in there and play with the grandbabies. And it was a beautiful thing. Now, during that time frame of them separating to relearn each other, they both decided that something else over there looks a little bit more interesting and it's got my attention. Both of them. Okay, both of them. And so they explored it. They explored it. One stayed exploring longer than the other one. Then they decided we don't want to explore no more. We want each other back. And came back to each other. And had been back since then as a husband and a wife. All right? Now, his nephew, and an untimely death was, you know, murdered. And it shook his whole world up. Totally understand it. I get it. Right? And they were close in age, by the way. Him and his nephew. He was the uncle and then, you know, nephew. And so we expected him to grieve in a way he did. Because it was uncle, nephew, but more like brother. So we expected him to be a mess. But what we didn't expect was that as you begin to heal a little bit, because again, you can't control someone's time of grief, how they grieve, none of that, right? As things and time went on, and people were starting to come to terms with the fact that, you know, he's not here with us anymore. And yes, it hurts deeply. Meanwhile, he was drinking more and more and more to numb the pain and the dreams and the feeling. And even that first part, I get that as well, that feeling of wanting to be numb, to block it out, like just block it out. I get that too. But when it gets to the point where you've done it so much that you can't even remember how you got home, so does that mean I actually drove in this condition? Because my car's here, my keys are right here, or I'm in the driveway in my car. When it gets to that point, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up, right? But you can't tell a person when it's time to quit what they consider or what is an addiction. They have to be ready to quit. They have to say, you know what? I'm done. I'm tired. And they have to stop. Which is why I never hound my mama about her addiction. Never have. You know, if nothing else means enough in this world to her to make her feel like she wants to stop, I just let her be. I know in my heart that, God forbid, she goes before me, that it will be because she's either had an overdose or got some bad stuff, or her body has just gotten so weakened from the abuse of the drugs that her heart will stop, major stroke, something along those lines, because she's never gonna stop. She doesn't want to. And to be truthfully honest, she's been on drugs for so long that if she did stop, that probably would take her out of here. The fact that she stopped, her body would probably go into the worst withdrawal shock she don't even have enough substance to try to fight that off. So stopping probably would take her out of here. So I let my mama be, live her best life, because to her that is living. Who am I to tell her it ain't, right? She ain't bothering nobody, and she do her best living, have the most fun, She is the real life gypsy. She's the gypsy OG, honey, which is where I get it from. And I let her be. Live her happiest life. Till the end, until she can't no more. I'm going to support my mom. And some may think, damn, that's crazy as hell. Your mom got an addiction and you going to absolutely. I'm going to make sure my mom is straight at all costs. Because one thing about her, she ain't out in the streets. She got a place to stay. Whether she talk crap about it or not. She got a home, a roof over her head. She ain't wanting for nothing. Ain't wanting for nothing. Never. Nothing. I make sure she's straight 24/7. Okay? I'm stretched thin, but I'm stretched thin because I want to be. And I'm her only child. What? You know what I'm saying? So absolutely, I'm going to let my mama live her absolute best life until she closes her eyes or until I close mine. And we're going to enjoy the laughs, the stories, even though she won't let me get a story in edgewise because she be going 90 miles per hour, which is probably where I get it from. I still like to listen. You know what I'm saying? And you love who you love and how you love, okay? And that's my choice, all right? And ain't a person on this earth that can tell me I'm wrong because, okay, you can go to hell. But I know for a fact that if my mama stopped doing drugs, she would die right then and there. So I'm going to continue to let her do her and live her best life, how she has all these years. I will be 48 Monday. And I can remember back to I was 5 years old, which is when it started. That woman stopped doing whatever it is she's doing today. She'll probably be dead tomorrow. And I need her little skinny tail around here to keep me laughing and keep them grandbabies on their toes and so forth and so on. Anyway, I don't even know how I got off on that tangent, but the main thing was this. I didn't want it to come off as that we were slandering his name, because that's not what we were doing. It's just that you fell into the story, sir, in a way that made you look like you were bum activity. You were full bum activity, okay? And we couldn't focus on the good stuff about you because you've been so busy doing bad stuff, and that's all that you've presented us over the last 4 months, at least for me. Maybe longer than that. I got my months mixed up a little bit, give or take. You understand? So there was no good to add to him in the time of the story, because the story was about my child. The story was about the fact that she is unhappy to the point that she doesn't want to live anymore. The fact of the matter is that she wanted to know, Mama, do you think you can keep them kids and keep them together without them separating from each other? Or if not, keep all of them, can you keep them between you, Red, and Piggy? That way they will always be together. Conversations like that. Who in the hell on this earth want to have that conversation with their child while trying to make the person who created this lady make him feel good about himself? Yesterday's live wasn't to make this man feel good at all. In fact, I hope he felt like shit. I hope if his mama or his daddy watched the video, I hope they know their son was a piece of shit, because they condone his behavior. And they're pastors. They are pastors. When Shan is wrong, I call her out on her wrongness. Point blank to the period. You're wrong, daughter. Let me tell you why. If she right, I back her up. I don't play sides in the sense of just because you my daughter or that's your son. No, wrong is wrong, right is right. And I've always been that way with all my children, right? So yesterday wasn't about a bashing session about him, but you fell into that bashing session because you've been an asshole to my daughter and to my grandkids, more so my daughter. Now, when I say the grandkids, without a doubt, I know he loves his children. I know without a doubt he loves his children. If it's not anyone else in this world that he does love, he loves his kids, right? And when the very first time that he went to Texas, blah, 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 and she didn't want to put the kids on the phone because she was hurting so bad. Like, she just didn't know what to do with her emotions and all of that. And so she hung up on him. He immediately called me. I was out to eat. In fact, me and Ron's sister-in-law were out getting our toes done. We was at getting a pedicure one Saturday. Ron's wife's sister and I were out getting a pedicure together. We had hung out that day, and he called and was telling me on the phone that he don't think it's fair, that he can't even talk to his kids, and he's been trying to call them, and she won't pick up, and yada, yada, yada. I said, give me a second. I'll call you back. I'm getting my toes done. I'm trying to relax and focus. I said, let me, so she answered. I said, daughter, he just called me and said he tried to call and talk to the kids and that you would not answer the phone. I ain't feel like talking. I said he called to talk to the kids and you didn't answer the phone. She paused. I said, listen, don't be her. If he's not physically, sexually abusing them kids, all right, he's just showing his assholish ways by not sending money to take care of them and making sure that they have what they need. Don't interfere with allowing them to see who their father is, because let me tell you something. It took me a minute, a quick hot minute, to know my daddy was a piece of shit when it came to my mama. You know what I'm saying? But I still loved him though. You still couldn't say nothing bad about my daddy to me, even though I saw how bad he was to my mama. You know what I mean? I said, you have to let kids see for themselves. Don't advocate that their daddy ain't shit or that the mama ain't shit if you the ones raising them. Don't advocate that. Don't talk junk about the absent parent in front of the child. Don't put that in that kid's brain. Allow that child to grow up and see for themselves who this person really is. Don't let it be influenced by you, because kids are so impressionable at a young age. And when they hear certain things, it sticks with them. And then they create narratives in their growing brain that may or may not be true as they get older. So allow a child to make their own decision as they grow up. Hey, I'm coming to pick you up Saturday, son. All right, son, ready. He got his backpack. Mom going with daddy this Saturday, right? Saturday come, daddy don't come. He don't even call and say he ain't coming. Now, mama, your job is to tell him, tell happy son, now his sad son, listen, something must have come up. And so your daddy probably ain't coming this Saturday to get you. But in the meantime, man, you can do whatever. You have to soften the blow. It ain't covering necessarily for the daddy. It's softening the blow for the son. Because let me tell you something. 4, 5, 6 more of them Saturdays of not showing up. Son on his own gonna realize this is some kind of a pattern. Like, he may not necessarily know the word pattern, but he's gonna see that way. This seems to always happen on Saturday. And by the 7th Saturday of not showing up, son had already made his mind up. Daddy a piece of shit. He might not say it, but he has developed the thought process that this man tell me he's coming and he never comes on his own. So parents, don't bash your absent parent because you're angry with them or hurt by them in front of the little ones. And I tell my daughters that all the time. Limit arguing in front of the children. Like, don't argue in front of them. Don't bring that toxicity into a child's happy, innocent life, because that stuff can cause childhood traumas that start to show as they become adults. Please listen to me when I tell you this. This is from experience. So anyway, I didn't want it to come off, and I was trying to be very articulating what I was saying as it related to my daughter's story without necessarily dragging him through the mud. But baby, if your pants got dirty during the conversation, then it had to happen. Because the truth is the truth, period. And again, I'm sure his side is going to be totally different, and that is fine because that's his story to tell. Okay? Again, I am the parent that I come when I'm called. Okay? I let grown people work out grown people stuff unless, of course, I see something physical that I need to get on right away. I don't bother it. I can know y'all at odds or whatever, and if it ain't brought to me, it ain't none of my business. If ain't nobody hurt, it ain't none of my business. You know what I mean? But if the phone call come through, mama, I need you to get, before you can say I need you to get, all I need is where do I need to come to? Where do I need to show up at? That's all I need. Give me the addy. Give me the addy. I am on the way. Okay? And that's what happened most recently. I had to show up at my home. And see, here's the thing. Here's what I would have liked to have happened. And what the goal was for them moving into the house. So I gave Minx the opportunity. Y'all saw that. And listen, I told y'all I'm a fair mother. By all means necessary, I'm going to be fair and I'm going to do what's right because I want the God and the universe to give that back to me in return. When you do good, you be good, you get great things. Okay? And so I try to be fair. So you guys watch Minx and her family live in the house. You also watch me evict Minx and her family out of the house because why? You broke the rules. You break the rules, you pay the consequences. Right? House sat for a little bit. I didn't care. I knew I wasn't moving back in it. But you gotta follow the rules. When somebody is offering you help, I mean, I'm talking help you don't get often, and you find a way to ruin that help, then you don't want no help then. You don't want the help. So when they, right before they were going to move into the house from their apartment, I said, well, you know, the house had been damaged. I vlogged all of that, yada, yada, yada. So I repaired the house, got the house back ready for moving in. I'm talking, you watch those videos. If you didn't, go back and watch it. We really got that house move-in ready and made it look like a new house. I laid floors. I was aching for months. And this was at the very top of COVID, which is why I think I caught COVID twice. 2 times. I felt like I got COVID and I never got tested, but that was the sickest I had ever been because during that time we were in and out of Lowe's, home improvement. Wait, y'all. We were in and out of Lowe's, home improvement, different ones all over the city. Y'all, one more, wait a minute, it's coming. Okay, went in one of the Lowe's. It's only to be told that the guy that had helped us a couple days before that was out with COVID. Meanwhile, the guy that's telling us that is looking like he is at death's door. Okay, why are you still at work, sir? Back here in the lumber area, looking like you about to pass out at any moment. Why are you still here? Because clearly, if your coworker who you've been working with is out of work with COVID, you don't think you got it. Anyway, I thought I caught COVID twice. At the very top when it was really, really, really like taking people out of here. Anyway, I said all that to say, the plan was, we're going to do something a little different than most black families are able to do. Now, you see it a lot in white families, and let's just keep it real. White people set their children up to be great, okay? Be it they come from money, they pass it down. They teach them early on how to invest their money, what's going to make money, what you need to let sit grow over time, how to do 401ks, how to do your IRAs, how to, that they show them the finance game at an early age. Meanwhile, us, somewhere trying to buy the cutest car, the nicest bag, the cutest outfit, the cutest jewelry, the prettiest color hair, the longest products of our environment. Anywho, I said we're going to do something a little bit different. I have a home. I don't want to live in a home for whatever the reason is. Don't matter. I said, so let me afford y'all an opportunity that I was never afforded. And hell, none of my friends were either, for that matter. I said, I'm going to let y'all move into the house. I will continue to pay the mortgage as a gift to you. And all you have to do is cover the utilities. I'm going to put the utilities in your name, draw you up a lease, the whole nine. All you got to do is pay your utilities. The monies that you would have been paying for rent, I need to go in a separate account that's not your regular everyday bank account, savings account. It needs its own account, all by its little lonesome, right? And the purpose of doing that is so that, one, you can start to build credit. Start making payments on small things, make them on time, make them early. You want to develop a history of I can pay for this, 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 and this. Okay? I'm not going to be late paying for this, this, this. That's why you keep your debt low so that you can afford to be in debt. So being in debt ain't a bad thing if you're able to pay. Hear me out. If you're able to pay on time or early without it taking from your everyday life of how you can live. So I'm not saying, oh, debt ain't bad because, you know what I'm saying, you paying it on time, but you ain't eating either. No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is to build credit as young adults, you need to start small. A little credit card here, a little line of credit or something here, and pay those things off within a year or before the interest rate kick in on it, or every month without fail on time, to establish to a larger creditor, hey, they can pay their bills on time. Now we can offer them a little bit more. So you get that little bit more, and it ain't to go blow and ball out till you fall out like we do, you know what I'm saying? Because those others have been taught, honey, you invest that. You put this here, you do this, you do this. Okay? Don't go to the mall, honey, with your $3,500, people. Okay? No. It is for you to continue to show a creditor, I'm even more responsible now than I was then. So now I'm going to continue to pay this on time and early. And I might even double up here and there to build your credit, right? So that when that day comes and you got a year's worth of money saved up, you can walk into an office somewhere and say, hey, I want to buy a house. Hey, I want to sit down and go over design plans because I want to design my own house. That's what I was trying to do as a mom for their family. Right? Hell, I can pay a light bill and a water bill and an internet bill, honey, and a cable bill by just dressing up and looking cute. I can say all the right things. I can sway my hips the right way and ain't got to open my legs one bit, and I can get everything that's chump change. Okay? Ain't a woman on this earth, single woman anyway, that need to be broke, ain't got no money in her pocket or can't eat. Not a woman. My daddy used to tell me that all the time, but I never knew what the hell that meant. Now, there should not be a broke woman walking the face of this earth. If you don't get it, you don't get it. If you do, good for you. Okay? Let me just say that. That's chump change, right? That didn't happen, you guys. It didn't happen. And it didn't happen fast. And what I did see early on when I would come over to visit was that all the hard work that I put into making the house beautiful and livable for them, he had, decided, I guess the downstairs basement was going to be like his little man cave or whatever the case was. So, all his musical instruments was down there. Because I told y'all, this dude is talented. He can sing. He can play instruments. Super talented. Daughter can sing. Beautiful. I noticed that big, huge bar that I built down there was covered with empty liquor bottles. Not a few. Not a couple. Lots. Like literally like a club. Like the night at the end of the club with the bartenders cleaning up type situation. So we partying every week over here. This is the party house. Every week. I can go on and on. And then as the things started to get more toxic and he became more controlling and he knew she solely depended on him to financially survive, he really upped the ante in the control aspect of their relationship. That's the worst feeling in the world for anybody. To have to depend on someone else for their livelihood. Unless I'm sick, dead, foot in the grave, it will never be me. Okay? It won't ever. If I could lift a finger, I'm going to make some money. Okay? If I can get these 2 fingers to just do this, Sharon going to make her some money. I am never, I die first, be dependent solely on a man for my financial needs to be met. Unless, of course, you know, he got it like that and he done told me, you know what I'm saying, babe, I got you. But even with that, you got to be smart. You got to be smart. Kept women that end up, let me tell y'all something. It ain't nothing wrong with being a kept woman. Okay, people can say what the hell they want about women rock, fight the power women, blah, blah, blah. They can say what they want. And ain't nothing wrong with that either. Corporate women and, hey, I work for mine and I get all of that's good. All that's great. Okay? Shout out to you if you holding it down like that. Shout out to you. But let me tell you something. Don't step on them toes of them kept women. Don't be talking junk about them women that are housewives who husbands really, really do take care of them. Like they ain't want for nothing. He just want her home to look pretty and do certain things. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If it's in reason. Well, here's the thing though. So you take a hood girl like me and you want to keep me, right? I don't require a lot. I mean, don't get me wrong. I got the bag and all, but y'all know about the bag, okay? I can be her all day. Just make sure my nails is done. Make sure my feet done. Make sure I have my small little necessities, which ain't a lot. Anything dealing with the bathtub, the bath, pajamas, sheet sets. Like, I'm her. Fuzzy blankies, pillow. Very simple, honey, okay? You ain't got to lavish me up, but if you want to, because you can, you can. Kept women that end up with a man who decide he don't want to keep you no more, and now you somewhere ain't got nothing to show for nothing because he done took it all. See, you didn't play the game right. You wasn't from the streets. You ain't know. So let me put you on game, okay? Ain't nothing wrong with being a kept woman. Ain't nothing wrong with your man wanting you to look cute. He wants your titties perky. He wants your butt fat. Whatever the case is. Ain't nothing wrong with that, right? On the days he tell you you can go shopping. Here, baby, here go the card. Take the car. Go shopping. Here go this nice luxury car I got you driving in. It's all cute to you. Flashy, dashy, whatever. Listen, girl, if you don't go somewhere and withdraw the money that he allowed you to go spend at Saks or wherever it is rich people shop at, and put that in an account that he don't know nothing about, even if you got to put it in a sock in a mason jar in the backyard somewhere, okay? So that if the day ever comes, God forbid, if the day ever comes that man decide, I don't want to keep you no more, I want to keep her, you ain't left out in the cold. See, that's what happens when that happens. He come back and just be like, you know what, I ain't feeling it no more. I want a divorce. I want out. Now you got to go to court and prove to the court that, you know, you was a stay-at-home mom and you did this for the kids and for the house and for him and yada, yada, yada. Not me, honey. Sis she going to get her bag. That bag. You say get out. You told me to, oh, okay. All right, then. Let me see which count this. Okay, all right. I think I'll stay at the Hilton tonight until I can get it figured out. Let me get my things. All right, I'll see you in court, brother. All right. Why? Because I done been stashing and dashing. You better ask baby daddy number 2, okay? You got to know how to play the game. Don't let the game play you. Anyway, thank y'all once again from the bottom of my heart and soul for helping Village, you, the Village, helping me help my kid get to a place that she can move forward now, figure things out in a great way, and start a new life and begin the healing process. Thank y'all. Now Auntie got to work on getting her bank account back how she had it before it got exhausted, and it's all good. Now why I need y'all to go on over there on Etsy and buy them mugs that I'm about to take a picture of. Well, okay, maybe I ain't gonna do it today. Maybe I'm just gonna go ahead and enjoy my birthday weekend. Maybe that's what I do. I'm just gonna enjoy doing nothing, right? But come Monday, no, I ain't gonna do it Monday because that's the actual birthday. But come Tuesday or Wednesday, right? That should be up. Should be a few of the t-shirt prototypes up. Get on over there and support your auntie, honey, so I can get my bank account back how I had it before. You know what I'm saying? I had to do what I had to do. I got to get things done over here too. I got stuff I got to do. I ain't gonna start no GoFundMe or nothing, but I got stuff I got to do. And I need y'all to get into these mugs over here because, I mean, this mug is cute and all. You know, she cute or whatever, but I ain't make her. I made them just for y'all over there. And in case you feeling generous like my other sisters did that sent me money for coffee, my Cash App is Fabulous Sharon. That's it, that's all. Fabulous Sharon is my Cash App. And you know I don't ever ask, but some of you like to just be generous. So I'm just gonna let you know, Fabulous Sharon. And my birthday is Monday. And if you are a Pisces person, happy birthday to you as well. I love you guys, and I seriously can't thank you enough. Hope you enjoyed this long ass video all over the damn place. Took something from it. If you, I tell you all the time, if you needed it, take it. If you don't, throw it in the trash and take your ass on back to bed. I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye y'all.